So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 18 Ultimate Team video. Today, as you can tell by the title, I've got a Player of the Month investing and trading guide for November Player of the Month. So if you guys do go and enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, I haven't made any investing videos this year. I haven't made some trading videos, and there's a playlist on that. So I will leave a link to the annotation of the playlist for the FIFA 18 trading videos if you want to go check them out. Most of them trading videos were like marquee matchup sniping, so obviously some of them might not work now, but yeah, this is a Player of the Month, November Player of the Month investing and trading guide. So I'm going to go straight into the investment. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and let's go straight into it. So there are three main nominees for this November Player of the Month, and they are Ashley Young, Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah, who I personally think is going to win. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys every investment for each of those three players. It's pretty much guaranteed to be at least one of them, so yeah, I personally think it's going to be Salah, but I'm going to be showing you guys investments for each player, Young, De Bruyne and Salah. So yeah, let's go straight into the first squad, but I will, obviously on the screen now you can see the stats. We've got Ashley Young, who's got 2 goals, 1 assist, and this month obviously, and his team has won all 4 games. Kevin De Bruyne, who's got 3 goals and 1 assist this month, and his team has also won all 4 games that they have played this month. And Mohamed Salah, who has scored 7 goals. He didn't get any assists, but 7 goals is quite a lot, and his team won 3 games and drew 1 out of the 4 games they did play this month. So yeah, I personally think it's going to be Mohamed Salah, but I'm going to be showing you guys investments for each of those 3 players, so let's get into the first squad now. So, if you didn't know already, the Player of the Month for November will be released on the 9th of December, so which is in 8 days time at the time of uploading this, obviously because I'm uploading this on the 1st of December. So yeah, 8 days time, obviously on the 9th of December, Player of the Month will be released. But let's go straight into the first squad, which is a Premier League squad, so overall, so with the Player of the Month, they normally do ask for a Premier League squad, depending on the player, obviously. If it's going to be Salah, which I personally think it will, then it's probably going to be like an 88 rated Salah, so you need a pretty high rated squad. So I'd probably recommend picking up some high-rated Premier League players who don't sell for too much. So as you can see on the screen here are some of the very good investments that I would definitely pick up because they're Premier League, and you're probably going to need a few of these players definitely, and they will obviously go up in price, which are good investments. You will obviously make a lot of coins, a lot of profit from this. So we've got Schmeichel, he's a very good investment. Klein, he's probably a good investment as well. Probably one of the highest rated right backs in the Premier League, obviously other than Valencia and Walker, and he's quite cheap as well, only around 1,000, 2,000 coins, so quite cheap. We've got Vertonghen, 85 rated, he's a very good investment. Mustafi as well, 84 rated, also a good investment. Baines, Coutinho, Cazorla, Fabregas, Mkhitaryan, Morata and Firmino are all good. And then I'd probably pick up some cheap special cards from the Premier League. So we've got Otamendi, Arnautovic, Fabianski, Austin, who's probably a good one. He's 82 rated and he's only around 19k or something like that. You can probably pick him up for a bit cheaper, obviously, because I think he was released during this team of the week. So yeah, he's quite cheap, he's a good investment. You've got Inform Moyes or Inform Ashley Young, who's obviously going to be a good investment. If he does win the Player of the Month, then you might need to submit one of his informs or something. And then we've got Arthur Borak. So here are some of the special cards, and then here are some of the high-rated Premier League cards I would probably pick up. You probably definitely pick up someone like Fabregas or Coutinho. Coutinho is a very good investment because he's 86 rated. He's one of the highest rated, 86 rated. Well, he's one of the highest rated players in the Premier League, being 86 rated, and he's only around 20k. So he's a very good investment to pick up. So the first investment for Kevin De Bruyne is going to be our first squad. So for the De Bruyne investment, I'd probably pick up some high-rated Belgian players from the Premier League. So we got Alderweireld and company, they're very good. And then you can just pick up a good Belgian player, and that's Carrasco, an 85 rated Belgium. He's probably a good investment because if De Bruyne does win, then they're probably going to ask for a high-rated Belgian squad, or you probably are going to need to submit some high-rated Belgian players in there at some point. Then I pick up some high-rated Man City players. So you got Silva is a good one. Well, both Silvas, David Silva and Bernardo Silva, both very good. Both being very high-rated and don't sell for too many coins. They're good investments. Then you got Otamendi and Ederson are very good, and they normally do ask for players from their former clubs. So Pozuelo is a good one. Obviously, De Bruyne did used to play for Genk. You got Morata as well as good. Investment. Not only is he 84 rated playing in the Premier League, so he'd be a good investment anyway for the Premier League squad. He's also a player that obviously, well, Chelsea player, which De Bruyne obviously did used to play for Chelsea. So if De Bruyne does win, then they might ask for a few Chelsea players, because obviously sometimes when it comes to Player of the Month, they do ask for some players from their former clubs. Gomez as well is a good one, obviously from Wolfsburg. where De Bruyne obviously used to play before. Well, I think it was like 2 seasons ago now, where De Bruyne played for Wolfsburg. So Gomez is a very good investment if you are investing in De Bruyne. And then you got some high-rated, cheap Belgium informs. You got Capon and Kusiman, so some good Belgium special cards who are pretty much discard price, and they will be good, because if De Bruyne does win, you're probably going to need to submit a Belgium squad, like I said before, with Aldo Company, Carrasco, who are good investments also, and you're probably going to need at least like 2 informs or something. So these cheap high-rated not high-rated, but they're cheap and they are special cards, so they're probably good investments as well. But yeah, this is the De Bruyne squad. Let's move on to the next one. So the next squad is going to be for Player of the Month Ashley Young, who obviously did get 2 goals and 1 assist, and his team won all 4 games that they played this month. And he did score 2 very good goals as well. Obviously, one was a very good free kick, and one was one of a sort of long shot. So he scored 2 good goals and obviously got an assist. So he's had a decent month. He might win it. So here are some of the best investments. So I'd recommend picking up some high-rated English Premier League players. You've got Cahill, 8-4 rated English. You're probably going to need to spend the English squad if he does win. So Cahill's a very good investment. So is Lallana. So actually, if Salah does win, then you're going to need Lallana. He's a very good investment for the Premier League squad as well. You've got Joe Hart, obviously being English from the Premier League. He's also a very good investment. And then you're gonna want to go and pick up some Manchester United players. So you got and Herrera, 8-4 rated. He's probably gonna be required if Young does win. Simon Mata, 8-4 rated, quite high rated. He's quite cheap as well, so he's a good investment. Same with Matic and Rojo. Then for his former club, we've got John Terry's probably a good investment. Obviously Aston Villa, where Young just played before. Then Terry's is a good investment, obviously, because he might ask for a player from their former club. Canezis is also a good one. Watford, 82 rated player. He's also good for the Premier League squad and for the former club of Young if he does win. And then you got some cheap English Premier League players, special cards. You got Austin, who I suggested in the last squad, and obviously for the Premier League squad, for the special squad, he's also a very good investment. With Young himself, who's quite cheap as well. He's only around 20k. I think he might be gone up a bit. Yeah, he's around 30k, so he's quite cheap. And then you got Cook, who's an English Premier League player, special card, so he's also a very good investment. But let's move on to the final squad, which is Mohamed Salah. So onto the final squad, we have got Mohamed Salah, who I personally think is going to win. He has scored 7 goals this season, which is very good. He's a favourite to win, definitely. Everyone thinks he's going to win, and I think he's going to win as well. So, by the way, you could sell these cards within the hype, so like a few days before, because they're probably going to go up in price. Or you could sell them on the release, so you might make some more coins. So yeah, we've got Salah himself, 83 rated, Liverpool player, obviously Egyptian, Premier League. He's quite cheap, only around 8,000 coins. Quite good investment. Obviously, you might need to submit his actual card, and also he's good for the Liverpool squad. You might require. So Salah's a good investment. You got some Egyptian players. We've got El Neni and Hassan. I probably wouldn't invest in Hassan actually, because I think he's non-rare and he's 75 rated. So even if they do ask for an Egyptian squad, Salah's probably going to be like 88 rated. So I doubt you'll need a 75 rated non-rare, but you might go up in price a bit, especially within the hype. So they're not bad investments. And El Neni is a good one, playing in the Premier League as well. Then you got Coutinho, I mentioned earlier on in the video. He's a very good investment, high rated, quite only around 20,000 coins. 86 rated, Liverpool player, very good investment. Then you got Matip and Lallana, which are 2 very good investments, as well as Firmino as well. Then you got players from Salah's former clubs. You got FC Basel, obviously. So this is Sushi. He's obviously pretty much discard price, like 900 coins, 70 rated player. And then we've got Inform Lang. He's a very good investment, obviously. Salah's former club, which is FC Basel. You might require some of these players, and Lang is an 81 rated special card from that club, and he's pretty much discard price, so he's a very good investment. Then you got Astori, obviously from Fiorentina. He's a good investment for Salah's former club. Then you got Roma. If Salah does win, which I personally think he will, then they're probably going to ask for a former club, and Roma is definitely one of them. And Strootman is a very good investment, being 84 rated, high rated, and quite cheap as well. And Morata, obviously, Chelsea, 84 rated and quite cheap for how much of a good investment this is. 84 rated Morata. Not only does he cover the Premier League squad, but he does cover the former club for Salah, which is very good. So he's a very good investment. But yeah, those are the main investments. I would probably recommend picking up some. I'd probably pick up Inform Lang. He's probably a good one. Strootman's a good one. I'd pick up some of these Liverpool players. Coutinho's definitely a good investment. Salah himself is probably a good investment. You might want to pick up these Egyptians as well, but I think the main investments are definitely Coutinho, Lallana's a very good investment, and some of these guys as well. You're probably going to need some informs, and Lang is a very good one, being from Salah's former club. Pretty much discard price, very good investment. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I think I'd definitely pick up players from Liverpool players, and Egyptian players, as I just said. Salah is probably going to win. I personally think Salah will win. I haven't scored 7 goals this month, which is very good. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this November Player of the Month trading and investing guide. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video.